The joint program was founded 30 years ago to provide really good advice on big global issues.
Our overall research mission is to explore, understand, and identify risks and how these risks evolve under global change.
Population growth, economic growth, energy transitions, what's happening in agriculture and earth systems, environmental systems, socioeconomic systems, infrastructure, governance.
You have climate scientists, you have earth system scientists, you have water resource, energy resource, land resource researchers, you have economists.
Climate is not the only issue which we are dealing with. And that's why the name of the program is not climate change, it's a program on global change.
We're trying to project how these systems are going to change, how they're going to co-evolve, how they're interacting, with the goal of providing a sound scientific foundation to help inform decisions.
To give good advice, you need to be quantitative. If you can't put a number on it, people glaze over. So we built a unique modeling system. It combined the human system and the natural system into a full interactive model. We called it the Integrated Global System Model, or IGSM.
It's basically computer code on your screen, and that is capturing these different relationships in the form of equations. The human system modeling is projecting emissions, energy, economies, and then we're linking with our Earth system modeling. So this is where we're capturing things like the atmospheric dynamics, ocean dynamics, air pollutants and how they matter for human health, the land system, the terrestrial ecosystem.
So we incorporate that into the model and try to understand how they might evolve under different policy support, how they might evolve in different regions of the world. We are trying to provide that information to decision makers at different levels. So we work a lot with industry leaders, we work a lot with government decision makers, we work a lot with NGOs.
Recently, a lot of companies have been implementing their own policies in terms of net zero emission targets. They've expressed a lot of interest in our modeling and showing, what would it take to get to net zero emissions.
Global Change Outlook is our flagship publication. This is where we provide the information on our best thinking, where the world is going.
We regularly hold meetings with federal agencies as well as private and industrial sponsors. They want to know as much as they can about what the future may hold.
One of the tools that we've developed to help communicate our research in uncertainty and climate change are the greenhouse gamble wheels. And so each of these wheels is showing the estimated probability of different temperature changes by the end of the century under different policies. You can spin a no policy wheel or a policy wheel, and you can see the likelihood of different temperature outcomes. One of the key messages that these wheels show is that even though there is uncertainty in climate, we can take that uncertainty, quantify it, and use it to help us make decisions.
There's no doubt in my mind that the whole notion of doing this integrated system modeling approach, that's the wave of the future.
There's growing concern about issues like environmental equity. We're expanding our capabilities to explore issues of how not only climate could impact different groups differently, but also policy can impact different groups differently.
The most recent one that we've added is in human health and well-being, and getting quantitative about it with metrics, so that when we evaluate a solution, we say, is it also sustainable and equitable? Is it going to apply to all countries in the world? When we began 30 years ago, we thought climate change was urgent. And to be quite frank, it's becoming more and more urgent. Tropical cyclones, hurricanes, and typhoons are growing in intensity. Droughts are not only getting more and more intense, but their durations are getting longer and longer.
This is not just abstract talk about some future. That future is arriving. We still have a choice. We still have a chance to avoid the very worst impacts of climate change. What drives me is I'm hoping that the next generation or generation after that is going to look at our generation and say, oh, that's the generation which made the right choice to save the planet.